Hello and welcome, my pals of quarks. How you doing today? It's Chris here, and we want to do another BTD science video for you guys. Today we're checking out the Dartling guns against the heli pilots. So there's not all that many towers in the entire game that you can micro with, that you can move around and shoot in different spots and actually control. Heli pilots and Dartling guns are two of those towers, though. So what I want to do is I actually want to test out mostly just grouped popping power, who actually is more affordable and who can do a better job of popping the early-ish spaced / grouped balloons. So what I'm doing is I'm testing out some of these pink balloons and black balloons, and then I'm going to move on to some bigger groups like yellows and pinks and blacks and zebras and see how well we do against these guys. So you might be noticing also that we've got a different number of these towers over here. We've got only 2 Dartling guns, but 3 helipods. Why are we doing that? Cost purposes. You always want to check things for cost. That's the best way to understand how good they are, because money is the factor in the game that's going to change here. It doesn't really matter about room all that much. It doesn't matter about any of these other things. It's all about how much money, how little money can you spend to defend a lot of these group balloons. So now against pink balloons, how are we doing so far? Well, pretty darn good. It looks like these Dartling guns are just about to lose some lives. The helipods are just about to lose some lives, but they do end up following through and popping all the balloons. Now another thing is that I have to point out really quick is that I do have all my helipods on follow mouse, so I'm trying to micro while sending out balloons at the same time, and since there's no hotkeys, it is a little bit difficult. If I lock them in place, I might even have an extra advantage over here. Which brings up another thing we need to talk about. Helipilots have the ability to do different targeting. You can actually lock them in place, you can have them move around, you can actually have them do different things. You can even put them on pursuit mode and let them just fly around and do their own thing. Dartling guns don't have any of that. I honestly wish that Dartling guns had a lock-in mode. I feel like it would be less effective overall, but it would be a lot easier and more fun to use them. I still wish that Kiwi decided to put in a lock-in mode for Dartling guns, even on battles. You know, I would be totally okay with that. Not even having to buy it or anything. Just be like, bam, just give it to everybody. Have a lock-in mode. I think a lot more people would end up using Dartling guns and actually use them in effective ways as well and form super awesome strategies. So finally moving up to these big bad zebra rushes, looks like who's going to lose more lives this time? Ooh, really? The Dartling guns actually ended up losing more lives this time. He's even trying to micro and look around at everything, and he ended up losing more lives. Now we're going to finally send out a gigantic regen rainbow rush, and both of us do end up losing. So overall, it's a very, very close battle, but the helipods have slightly more grouped popping power than the Dartling guns by like a tiny itty bitty bit. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button, and obviously have a super duper delicious day.